Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? It's another lovely rainy day here in Seattle, but we're still gonna power through and make a video today. So I wanted to do a video on how to make a stash can, because actually a lot of people have been asking about how to do that. And you know, why not? I mean, people have been doing them for years, and I'm sure there's tons of videos on YouTube, but hey, this is our channel. We're just gonna do it anyways, and I thought it'd be a fun little arts and craft project that we can cut into. Also, I thought it would be a lot of fun to kind of switch it up a little bit. So what I'm gonna be doing is using a vintage spray can, actually. I've got a lot of them. I'm sure I could spare one to do this with. And you know, the thing is too is, I just think they make a more handsome stash can for your office or garage or whatever it is. And someone had made a great comment in the most recent video, the Montana Whiteout one, and they had mentioned that the Montana Whiteout was made to go over wet chrome, and that I didn't use it in that aspect, and they thought maybe I was being a little bit unfair. Touche. All right, let's look at some other comments. Neil McCauley, he says, being young is not an excuse for being disrespectful. I think it's regarding the rules and whatnot. I mean, street graffiti is inherently disrespectful in its nature, so what are you gonna do? Kids are gonna do what they do. But you know, we try our best to kind of guide them like a ship in the dark, you know what I mean? But what can you do? Oh, and CR had commented, he said he uses a sect adapter to help clear his resto cans. And yes, I've done that before too. The only problem I run into is still the same issue with the valve, is that the stem is just so narrow that it clogs a lot easier. Using a sect adapter doesn't make that hole any bigger. So that's kind of why I didn't really bring it up. But yeah, you know, sometimes that does work. It's a very good point, CR. I should have included that in the video. Nevertheless, it's a far superior delivery system right here. Far superior. Oh, Russ Freeman commented, it was in Espanol by the way, but he said, you could tell this webbone has never worked a day in his life. He needs a shave and a haircut. Very judgmental. Very, very judgmental. You don't know me? Oh, and another kid, he wanted to ask me if I wrote Spur. For the 1 millionth time, I've never ever written Spur as a name. It was just a fun project. I wanted to do a story about how you take a name and develop it into something else. But everyone kept calling me Spur, so I just trash canned that idea. I don't know. But no, I don't write Spur. Anyways, again, I don't remember who the commenter was, my apologies. But in that last video with the chrome, I didn't spray myself in the face with the chrome. It was cake spray. Cake spray. It's made for decorating your cake. It's edible, see? Tastes like alcohol and sugar. Not that good, actually. So what we're gonna do today is open up this old can of Krylon, and just to let you guys know, here's the steps that I'm taking to do this. First, I released all remaining pressure from this can. Well, what I think is all remaining pressure, because sometimes they can trick you. But what I did is I put a cap on it, this one right here, and I put it upside down and put a weight on it, and I just let it run out until it stopped making noise. Now there might still be gas trapped in amongst the fluid, so we'll see if I get a wet face. I'm wearing glasses, by the way. So make sure you put on some safety glasses when you do this, and you know, just let it sit for quite a while. I let it sit for over an hour, just letting all the remaining propellants gas out. There wasn't a lot in there. It actually gassed out pretty quick, but we'll see. We'll see how right I am. And when we're done with that, what I'm going to do is capture the remaining paint and put it in here with my fancy homemade funnel you see here. Very high tech. This is all you need, guys. It's a can opener right here. I prefer the type that open along the edge. You know what I'm saying? To cut along the edge like this. Not the kind that cut into the side. It's gonna make a cleaner cut. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and start cracking into this thing. Woo! I'm gonna turn away while I do this. All right, let's see if it can, oh, it came off. And there we go. Holy shit, it worked. And there she is on the inside, boys. Check it out. Look at that beautiful shade of mauve. A little on the stinky side. Oh, that classic Krylon smell. They don't smell like that no more. It's quite a shame. But back then, this was a very, very nice paint company. So anyways, that's the dip straw, by the way. Notice how it doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the can. That is why you stomp your can. But let's go ahead and pour it out. There's still quite a bit of paint in here. I'll see you guys. All right, dope. Let's go ahead and pour out this mauve that's in the can here. What's up, pour guys? Oh, look at that beautiful shade of mauve. This was one of my favorite Krylon colors back in the day. If you look at a lot of early 90s graffiti, you'll see this color used quite a bit actually. Oh yeah, the balls are still in here. Be dropping our balls soon. Oh, there we go. Now, what are we gonna do with this? Good question. You'll have to wait. It's for me to know and for you to find out. All right, dope, I guess that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this dry out for a bit. And then, don't tell my wife. All right, dope, there's the BB right there. It looks like the can only has one, and it is about 8 millimeters. Actually, no, about 9 millimeters wide. All right, guys, dope. It's the next morning. We went ahead and let it dry out. And it's nice and dry, but as you can see, there's still paint in there. So we need to do something about that. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to do anything about it, really. If you're storing money, things like that, probably fine. If you're storing your favorite top secret, you know, oregano mix, you probably want to clean out the paint. So let's go ahead and do that. First and foremost, let's pull out the dip straw. I got this vice grip here. I think I could just pull it out. See if I can get a good grip on it. Oh, it's not tight enough. Try that again there. Now it's too tight. Can't decide. All right, there we go. Oh, I just ripped it. That's great. Maybe it's a little too tight. Normally you can just pull these things out pretty easily. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. So there's your dip straw. That's what draws the paint up from the inside of the can. All spray cans have these, but I don't need it for this project, so he goes bye-bye. Now the can's nice and easy to access, so why don't we take some of our acetone cleaner. Oh, all right guys, let's take our handy dandy can of acetone spray. Start cleaning off this excess paint on here. Works like wonder. Look at that, it's coming right out. Oh, now that looks beautiful. Look at that, nice and shiny. Now, I tried to be as careful as possible because I wanted to preserve this little mauve and a lot number underneath, you know, just to kind of keep it all original. As you can see, there's a dent right here. So when I go ahead and mate this on the can, I want to make sure these line up nice and perfectly. This is pretty common for spray cans. They often get dropped and stuff. So make sure if yours has a dent or imperfections, you can try bending them out. I'm not gonna even bother with it. Just line it up. It'll help lock it in. It gives it character. Now let's go ahead and start cleaning out the inside of the can. Now you have to be kind of careful with this because the acetone can take off the paint on the outside of the can, so be sure to carefully spray inside. You could also take liquid acetone if you wanted to in a rag and do that. Let's go ahead and get this paint cleaned out in here. Make sure you use proper ventilation when you're doing this because it will get kind of stinky. Let's go ahead and wipe that out. Oh yeah, it's coming out beautifully. Hope you guys are enjoying the Mr. Bungle. Alright, Mike Patton, he's such a great singer. Probably one of the best singers of the 90s. His music is it's like an auditory experience. It's almost like he was, the whole time when he was making his music, he was screaming, please, please sample me, everybody. Please sample me. He knew the future. I like people who know the future. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next step here. All right, looks like the first run of acetone's doing pretty good. Gonna take another one. Also, I went ahead and covered the can with this rag, just because I don't want to risk smudging my fingers on it. Don't be shy with the acetone, guys. Don't be shy with it. Get it all nice and clean. All right, that's starting to look really nice. Let's do one more pass just to get the remainder out of there. Did I tell you how much I love this acetone? Use it for everything. I'd brush my teeth with it if I could. All right, to get deep down in there, I'm just using a disposable chopstick. I usually buy chopsticks in bulk. You never know when you need them for arts and crafts, when you just want to eat some tactical snacks. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get this nice and cleaned out here. Bear with me. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. All right, dope. Look at that, nice and clean. I think it'll do the job. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. So to hold the bottom of the can on, now here's the thing, you know, make sure it locks up here. Depending on what you put in it, you can probably forego putting a magnet on the bottom. You can probably just clamp it in. You know what I'm saying? These will just kind of hold in there. There we go. And it'll probably hold if you're just putting money or something in it. But if you're putting something a little bit on the heavier side, what you'll want to do is put a magnet in it. And I brought some magnets with me today. I got these over at O'Reilly Auto Parts. They actually gave them to me for free because they weren't in the system anymore. So a little plug to O'Reilly. Thank you for the free hookup. I also got these for free from a tweaker in the parking lot of O'Reilly because he heard me talking about magnets and he wanted to come talk to me about magnets. So he pulled these out of the back of his stash of his truck. So I got some tweaker magnets here. These are actually, these are hard drive magnets and they're very strong. But the thing is you have to get them off this bracket to do it. And I was like, whatever, free magnets, fun conversation with the tweaker. Whatever. But so if you want to get some magnets, you can definitely harvest them. But I'm just going to use these. I think they go in cleaner. They're less obtrusive. And you really don't need that strong of a magnet to do this job. So let's go ahead and open these guys up here. These are just regular ceramic block magnets. Now, I've done a little bit of searching on the internet, and what I'm reading is when people make these stash cans, they actually glue the magnets in there. I don't know if that's necessary. I think if you just set them in there, it'll probably hold just fine. So let's try that out first, see if that works. Hopefully I got my polarities right. We'll find out if it's repelling or not. I guess I can just do a quick test here. Ah, let go. These magnets are strong, actually. Okay, that's sticking. That's sticking. Oh, that's sticking. That's sticking. Yeah, I guess they're all in right. All right, let's go ahead and stick this bad boy on. Let's find the link here. Let's see. Is that like on like that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I think one of them is off polarity. Let me double check here. All right, I went ahead and just put all 8 magnets in there to ensure that we get a nice grip on it. And the thing is, I've noticed why you would want to glue it. And I'm not gonna glue it in this video because I don't have any glue on me, but we'll just pretend that I glued it. The reason why is the magnets will push up and you need them to have be a little bit further down for it to grip properly. But it's still holding fine. You know what I'm saying? But I think you would want to glue them in. But like I said, let's just pretend like I glued them, but take a look at that on the inside right there. All those magnets holding it. Now there's another way you can do this by using a piece of PVC pipe on the inside and you can screw it in, but I don't like doing that method because, well, the PVC pipe will take up some space inside the can. You know what I'm saying? And then you put the cap on and you start to lose room. I like to have as much room as possible, and I think magnets, the perfect compromise in this situation. Magnets. How do they work? But yeah, that's pretty much it. There you go. There is a done, ready to go stash can. Of course, I used a New York outline on the can because I thought that would be the most period appropriate. Looked really good. So let's go ahead and start stashing some stuff in there. Why don't we go for it? Here, let's see. I got some money here. Got some 5 Canadian dollars. There's 5 Canadian dollars right there. That'll get you a Krylon and a coffee over at Tim's. So we'll save that for the next time I go to Canada. Put that in there. All right, 5 Canadian dollars in the stash can. Perfect. I got a sticker from Drew OTR. Let's go ahead and save that for a rainy day. No one can get my sticker. There we go. Thank you, Drew OTR. All right, guys, what else are we gonna put in there? Oh, of course, my top secret taco seasoning that I made. I don't want anybody to find this. Gotta hide this from my wife. Here we go, put that in there. Something like this, sitting in your garage, very innocuous. Nobody would expect anything. So anyways, I guess that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this little project. I really enjoyed doing this little project. And you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this stash can away on Instagram. But I think that'll be a good way to send it off, send it to a good home, and hopefully somebody else enjoys it. And since it's out of paint, I can make this a worldwide competition. Maybe sometime next week I'll put up a posting about it. And yeah, I think that's it. So anyways, this is another Art Primo video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit subscribe. Be sure to follow us. Be sure to like our videos. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Green Ranger Reviews. Be sure to follow Art Primo at artprimo.com. Just want to say I love you guys. I hope you're doing good out there. Keep painting. Keep being you. Do graffiti because you love it. Do graffiti because you have to. I'll see you guys later.